Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. It's a new day following intermittent fasting and on a calorie deficit for my health and weight loss journey. So far this morning, I've been drinking plenty of water. I'm just about to hop in the car and go drive my older daughter to school, and then Nora and I have to run through the grocery store to grab a couple odds and ends for the week, and hopefully that'll fill up some of my morning time before my IF eating window opens at 10 a.m. Well, the Texas heat is here. It is our first day of like over 90 degrees so far this year, and it is always a surprise. Even though it's felt warm for months, the Texas heat wave has hit. It is so hot outside. I just brought in a bunch of groceries. I ran over to H-E-B real quick with Nora because even though I did a huge haul from Costco, which I just shared that big restock video, I still needed some little odds and ends that weren't like bulk shopping purchases for this week. So I make a lot of the kids like snacks and treat kind of things here myself at home, but during the summertime, it's great to have a variety of grab and go stuff on hand, just because we're always on the run to like a playground or a play date or the pool or the splash park. So anyway, we got some Pirates Booty popcorn, veggie straws, peanut butter sandwich crackers. Lila loves these peanut granola bars. I have that granola bar recipe coming for you guys. I'm gonna make another batch of our homemade ones. You guys have been asking for the recipe, but I wanted to tweak it a little bit to make them a little bit chewier. They kind of were a little bit hard and crunchy, so I was just tweaking it a little bit. I will share that recipe. I'm still working it out, but I have another batch I'm gonna make for next week after we go through these, so stay tuned for that one. Nora wanted some Bobo bites. These are little like oatmeal kind of bites with jam stuffed in the middle. She really likes those because in the summertime, sometimes my girls don't want to eat a big breakfast first thing when they wake up. They want some milk, they want some snack bars, and then we work our way up to breakfast maybe after a morning walk. So some little snackables for the morning time. Turkey pepperoni is always a good option, along with, I bought a big package of Baby Bell cheese at Costco, so some like turkey, pepperoni, and cheese plates for a little protein snack. The girls love juice boxes. I don't get them a lot, but in the summertime, I'll pack them in our lunch on the go if we want to bring a picnic style lunch to the park. Plain non-fat Greek yogurt. I use this in a bunch of our different recipes. I also will use it to make the girls smoothies for the summertime. Sometimes we'll do a smoothie and a walk action in the morning. Just something that they can hold while we get outside and get going for the day. I buy this Lipton cold brew pouches during the summertime to make some unsweet iced tea. That's one of Josh's favorite summertime drinks. The girls like it too, but obviously I don't give them too much of it because it does have caffeine in it. Normally I will cut theirs with lemonade, like little Arnold Palmers. So those are fun to have. We have a couple of onions for some meals I'm cooking this week. Sweet potatoes for on the side with a dinner. Some bell peppers, that's going in one of my recipes for this week. The restock of peanut butter and jam for easy sandwiches. I might make up some Uncrustables, like DIY Uncrustables for the freezer as well if I do some meal prep kind of stuff for the kids leading into summertime. Do you guys want to see like a kid what I prep for summer break kind of video? Let me know. A jar of pasta sauce for some quick pasta dinner night, a bag of lemons so we can have lemon in our iced tea. I do have a bag of frozen broccoli. I bought a bunch of other frozen veggies and fruit at Costco to stock our freezer, but I didn't buy another one of the big packages of broccoli because I wanted to have some smaller things to mix up our veggie side option. Turkey and Kobe Jack cheese, which Nora already broke into for her lunch today, along with some fruit and crackers on the side. I've been using pork breakfast sausage in a lot of my breakfast meal preps. I have one I'm going to make today as I break my intermittent fasting window. I'm gonna be making some breakfast biscuits. So I'm gonna use some of that for that, and another one I'll just pop in the freezer for backup, maybe for next week's recipe. A bunch of celery. I have some green onions, lettuce for on sandwiches, and some raw baby carrots to have as a snack with hummus. All right, it's been a busy morning, but I am definitely getting hungry. I am ready to break my intermittent fasting window. We made it. My eating window is open, so I can finally have my coffee. I'm gonna try making I guess this is called a cortado. It's where you have more equal parts espresso to milk, or half and half. And I made something similar the last time iced. I just didn't know the proper barista language for that breakdown of coffee to milk in a drink. So I think it's called a cortado. This drink would be one that's great for if you're looking for a really nice coffee taste, not too sweet, not too much milk. So I'm doing 3 ounces of water to 1.5 teaspoons of this instant espresso powder by Nescafe. I really like it. I do have an espresso. Ignore the sounds of dropping, slamming toys in the background, nor is it in the playroom playing since we got back from our errands this morning. But I've been trying this out and I haven't bought new pods yet, and I really like this, especially for iced espresso drinks or lattes, because you don't need hot water to dissolve it in. It's great in like room temperature water, and then when I add ice, it doesn't get all watered down. And when you shake this, as opposed to just stirring it in, I like to just throw a little reusable lid on one of my ball mason jars. You will get some of that like foamy crema on top, like you get when you brew an espresso pod. I like these ball mason jars because they have ounce lines on the side of the jar so you can see how much you're filling. So I'm just adding some half and half, and I'm gonna add equal parts, which is 3 ounces. So 3 ounces of coffee to 3 ounces of half and half. A tablespoon of maple syrup for some sweetener. And of course, in this Texas heat, we're going iced. I'm gonna do just a little sprinkle of cinnamon today too. When I buy green onions for recipes, I always like to get the ones that have the roots on the bottom. Then you can put it in a little cup with a couple inches of water. I switch out the water every couple days, and this will keep growing new shoots and keep it fresh until I've used it in a variety of recipes. But today we need a little bit for our breakfast biscuits that I'm making for my meal prep. I'm starting this prep by getting our sausage cooked up in a pan on the stove. This is 1 pound of pork sausage. I'm gonna cook it through and then set the pan to the side so it cools down a little bit and I can remove the grease. Can I have my orange pepper?
Here.
Thank you. I also have Nora here helping. She was not ready for a nap yet. So 1 orange bell pepper.
Oh, look at that. It's so slimy.
It's not slimy.
Look at that. I don't like the stem part.
Nope, we cut the seed part out.
Dice it up.
Dice it up. Okay. You helping cut it?
Yeah.
Okay, good job. Keep your fingers away from the knife, right? We tuck our fingers away. Dice. 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 Dice.
So, friends, this is a big cup of
flour.
yeah,
right?
Lot on there.
2.5 cups, buddy. 1, 2, okay. 1.5 of salt, tablespoon of baking powder, 1/4 cup softened butter. Oh, get out of there.
A big thing.
There we go.
There you go.
Veggies going in.
Orange, green,
Orange and green, yeah. Green onions and orange peppers. What's next?
cheese.
Cheese. Good job. Cheese, 1 cup of cheese. I put our 1 pound of cooked crumbled sausage in there. It was drained. And then we need 2 eggs. I've learned my lesson digging out shells, so we're gonna crack these in a separate bowl first before I add it. I feel like their shells are a little bit thinner than some other ones I've gotten before, so we get shells sometimes, but none this time. And 1.5 cups of plain non-fat Greek yogurt. I'm also going to use some of this plain non-fat Greek yogurt to make some homemade Greek yogurt ranch dip for veggies this week. And this is why I always buy the one at Costco if I can. I feel like this jar is already half gone in a short morning of prepping some stuff for the week. And we're gonna mix it all together. Good job, Nora. Mix it, mix it. It's thick. Can't get it. I'm just using a large cookie scoop. I think this one is like a 4 tablespoon size. But I'm just gonna scoop out balls like that on a parchment lined baking sheet. And these are going to go into the oven at 400 degrees for about 20 minutes. While I waited for my breakfast meal prep to cook in the oven, I went ahead and prepped some of my fresh veggies I had at home so I could put them together into a vegetable tray. This is so nice to have on hand, especially in the warmer months. I pull out our tray that has fresh cut veggies and dip or fruit and fresh snacks. I put it out on the table and my kids immediately go for some great healthy snack options. We'll use it as our side with dinner instead of having to cook extra stuff. So I have a red and yellow bell pepper. I have celery to break down as well as some baby carrots. I will put a link to this vegetable tray that I got on Amazon. I've had it for a couple years now. It's held up so well. Each individual compartment color comes out. So as you use up one type of item, you can wash it and refill it as often as you want. The parts are all dishwasher safe. In the center cup, I put together my homemade Greek yogurt ranch dip, which is just plain on-fat Greek yogurt. I add in ranch seasoning to taste and a little bit of water or citrus juice like lemon juice as needed to thin it out to my preferred consistency. We love even grabbing this thing on the go with us. We'll put it in a cooler bag and bring it with to the pool or the park. So one more prep done for the week. These sausage cheese biscuits turned out so good and they were really easy to put together. I had 2 of them with a side of Greek yogurt and raspberries for some great fiber and more protein for my first meal of the day. Guys, I have something to tell you. I'm a grandma. Am I a grandma? Do you have a baby? What's your baby's name?
Her name is Coco.
Coco. Are we on a walk?
Yeah.
Yep. Out for a walk. Well, so much for nap time for Nora. She's not going down today, so instead we're getting outside for some fresh air. Hey little mama, how's your baby doing? Is she having a good walk? Yeah. It's definitely warm. It's a little bit of a struggle to get Nora on this walk going. But anyway, I can't believe it's only 1 o'clock. I feel like we've lived a million lives so far this morning. I will say, I think that's the number one thing I've noticed with intermittent fasting, because I get up and going with my day a little bit earlier. I feel like I get a lot done. Been to the grocery store, we've done meal prep. I had those delicious sausage breakfast biscuits. That recipe's a keeper. They came out really good. Did get a quick cleanup for the day in while Nora was watching a show after we did our breakfast, but I didn't realize I was totally out of dry shampoo, so we might be running to Target later to go get some more of that. Back from our walk. Are you having lunch part 2?
Yes.
You've just been snacking all day, girl. You got some turkey cheese sandwich. Don't take the plate. Wait. What veggies do you want? You want some carrots and dip or some more bell peppers? You've been snacking the bell peppers. You want to try some red ones? Okay. Oh, put it on your plate. There you go. A couple carrots. And you want some ranch dip?
Oh, some yellow, please.
You want yellow ones too? Okay.
The yellow ones.
We love our rainbow veggies. There you go. Does that look good?
Mm-hmm.
Yum. And that looks pretty good. So I think I'm gonna make a little snack plate too. Quick run to Target. They do have the Clean Simple Eats at Target now. They have a couple in the larger packages, and then they also have a few different ones of the 10-count single-serve packages. Look at all the different flavors. Have you been shopping?
Yes.
There's all the girls' summer clothes in here today. Cute watermelon dress, Nor. You like that one?
Yes.
Yes.
My favorite.
Your favorite. And we found a purple one because purple is Lila's favorite color. We have found the dry shampoo. I love the scent of this one. It's never a run-in for just one thing. Did we do some shopping, Nor?
Yeah.
You ready to go home?
Yeah, right.
For my last meal of the day, I'm doing rice with mixed fire-roasted veggies and some shrimp. I thawed out my portion of shrimp by submerging it in some cool water for a few minutes. I cannot anymore today. My bag of rice broke open as I was portioning it out, and it's everywhere. It took me over an hour to clean up all of the grains of rice. We had to pull our oven out because it had gone down the side and behind it, and that spiraled into a deep clean of the counters and oven area. If you guys get it, you get it. Once I start, if there's more to be done, I just keep going. but then came back around to finish making my dinner meal. I pressed all the extra water out of the shrimp, added some wood fire garlic seasoning to it, as well as to the frozen veggies that I cooked up in my air fryer. And I think I was still mad at the rice, so I forgot to grab a clip of me steaming some white rice. But that was my bowl tonight. I had half a cup of white jasmine rice, a cup and a half of these fire roasted veggies, and my garlic seasoned shrimp. It was very good. Intermittent fasting has made me an evening tea drinker. This is something I just like to sip on while Josh and I hang out, or like right now I'm sitting down to edit today's video. This one's one of my favorites. It's an orange turmeric. It's just sweet enough. I don't feel like I have to add honey or sweetener or anything to it. And again, it's just something like warm to sip on. It's been a long day, but I do feel very accomplished. Like I got a lot done today. We have officially entered like the last week of school for Lila. So there's tons of stuff coming up the next few days with end of the year, wrapping things up, celebrations, parties, and then I'll have both my girls home with me over the summer. We just got to get through the next few days first. I'm gonna wrap today's video here so I can finish editing. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. Please hit the like button if you enjoyed it. Subscribe so you don't miss out on my next What I Eat in a Day video, as well as an intermittent fasting results update. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.